Tell me when.
Ready?
Good?
Yeah.
Live? Mic's
Live.
on this time. Welcome back,
Yeah.
everybody.
Your mic's on?
Mic is on.
Okay.
You see
Set.
it? Check,
Yeah.
check. If you guys can hear me, put a
Sound
1
check.
in the chat. I'll give you guys a couple minutes to get online. Shout out to all the people who aren't watching because they're playing rugby right now or practicing.
Cool.
No, because it's our rugby season here, so I would suspect that it's probably rugby training, rugby season for everybody on the mainland too. See, we're kind of disconnected here. So, my name is Jonathan, and I am the dad of Tui behind the camera. And me and Tui moved here in 2020 to pursue our dreams.
Huh?
No, I'm just kidding.
Sure.
You know what I was thinking? If we had like a string set up on here, you know, like you pull like I could pull it like this, and you could pull it like that. You know what I mean? For turning the camera.
I was thinking today, like, man, I don't know. I have to figure it out. With the pocketry.
Oh.
Like if we had to like live stream on that one, it's like.
I think you can live stream on it. Yeah, I know, eh? Yeah, that'd be sick. Yeah. And yeah, anyways, our family moved here in 2020, and so we live on Bonbolevo, which is Fiji's second largest island and best island, and also from the best province as well. I don't know if you guys knew that, of Maduwata. So, thank you guys for joining, and yeah. Lives are just the time where we get to hang out, and you guys can interact with us, ask questions, and just spend some time together before the weekend. I'm sure everybody is happy for the weekend to be coming. Over the hump, big week. How's your week?
Yeah, it was fun.
Different, eh? Like, do we spend the week in Bua doing some filming and photography work for Catalyst Foundation?
It was fun. Yeah.
In his province of Bua, the second greatest province in Fiji.
Maybe. It was fun to go again, and seeing that place, because the last time I went that side was
Post Yasa.
yeah, sir.
Yasa, which was a huge cyclone that destroyed, especially Bua province, in 2020. Yeah, end of 2020.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yes.
Bullet everybody who's joining. Thank
I went to as far as right Tumbaravik near this is Kumblau side.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Eh?
almost reaching Dongeloa.
Wow.
What's that place? Dongya. Yeah.
That's where you reached?
Almost. Yeah, close to that place.
Wow.
But
Wow.
yeah, it was fun going with those guys. Only the car ride part, like I was sharing earlier.
Yeah.
When we went to one village, did interviews, filming them giving out buckets. Then we went to the next one. Like that's the time, like we sleep inside, the driver drives. We get to the next one, the driver sleeps. We do the job.
You guys did the That's funny. That's funny. It's good though. It's good to have a driver who knows the place though.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah, funny. He's from the Konrove, from Wailevu side.
Yeah, right.
The village next to Nrikiti. I don't know what's the next village after Nrikiti. But he's from there.
No. Natua?
Let me search this up so I don't get this wrong.
Voleni.
Because I asked him, oh, Nrikiti. He's like, oh no, the next village after Nrikiti. So, oi.
Wailevu?
I didn't know. I thought you from Bua. It's like no.
Oi.
I am from the Konrove.
Windamoli?
Yeah.
Windamoli?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
That one.
Yeah, because I went there to buy all of our dalo tops.
Oi.
I made so many trips out there, maybe 4 or 5. There's actually because Natua is on one side of the river and Windamoli is on one side, and there's a, what do you call it? Wahulili.
Oh.
That was wiped out, I think in Yasa actually.
Oi.
But boy, across the river. Then when I saw it, it was like a Fiji style, like bamboos holding it, and then like a plank right in the middle,
Mm.
going across the river. Pretty cool.
Yeah, but we near like Daria. We're like around the Wainunu Bay.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
why
yeah.
we were like, see, once we got there, I was like, hey, is that like Sapsaw? Saying, no, there's like, this is the bay. Like, it's going around.
Oh,
Like, wait. Yeah, because we went fishing there, eh? You, me, and Mike. We
oh
went
yeah.
right up to
No,
that
no,
bay.
you and Dave
Oh,
and
me, Dave,
Ryan
and
that day.
Dave, Ryan, and Mike. Yeah,
You
we
guys were
went.
on that Kumlo passage or whatever.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I couldn't believe we went right to that place. The passage Navatu there.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Wow.
But it was fun. Just the ride, yeah. The ride is really long, but like you
How's the
said, it's
road,
just
Rob?
going. Yeah. They making the road again. Boy, a lot of those rental cars I see down there. People like renting.
RMI?
The I was going to say BMI, RMI,
Yeah.
RMI. Yeah.
Oh.
Look there, there's like 1, 2, 3. The fielders, the
Yeah.
hybrid. I looked there.
All
"Hey,
operating down there.
this thing looks familiar. I was like, oh, that's the
That's one that we had.
rental
Right,
guys.
right.
Yeah, in Bua.
Shout out to Pate and Sala.
Yeah, but the people all there like renting those
That's
rental
awesome.
cars. Yeah,
Yeah, actually, if you guys need honestly, the nicest rental cars and the most tricked
good
out,
rental cars, man. Mm.
the most tricked out rentals in Vanuatu come from RMI, which is owned by Pate and Sala. What's their last names now? Ranrondo. Yeah.
That's their name.
Yeah,
Ranoro.
Ranoro.
Where are they from?
They're just from beside Namboalu there.
What's like that's
Uh,
their settlement or the
what's the name of the village?
village?
Now?
Also, they're from there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Start
Namulumulo.
doing business there.
Namulumulo.
Namulumulo.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So, and they manage a homestay there called Lote's Homestay. It's honestly, it's the hardest thing for me to remember because his name is Pate, her name is Sala, and the homestay is called Lote's Homestay, which is named after his mom, whose name is Salote. And I'm like, oh.
But his name is Lotte.
His name is Pate.
Oh, Pate.
Yeah. But the wildest thing was that at the same time as I was doing this, I was dealing with an organization that was sending up 2 people, and their names were Pate and Lotte. They were going to stay at Lotte's homestay that is owned by Sala and Pate. Huh? Yeah, Pate, yeah. I'm like, dude, I was like, who is who? I'm like, you're going to stay at Sala's homestay. No, Sala's Lotte's homestay. Yeah, I was like, holy crap. So, yeah, if you guys need, I mean, totally unpaid, not paid or whatever, not sponsored, but they do have the sweetest, like all of their trucks are like tricked out bumpers and big fancy lights so you can see in the nighttime, and like brand new top of the line Hilux, brand new tricked out Land Cruiser. The D-Max is brand new. They have 2 brand new D-Maxes, like pretty sick vehicles. And so I don't know how they keep it up on those rough roads, but I guess that's why you need new vehicles though too, is because otherwise your customers will be breaking down all over the place, you know? Is my mic on?
Okay, sorry, because we changed the thing here.
Oh.
The pickup.
Oh, okay. People can't hear?
It's a bit low.
Okay, yeah, just turn up the gain.
So just turn up to 4.
Yeah, I think so, because I turned it down to -5. Check.
-8.
Yeah, we were filming in a really windy spot. Did you listen to that audio back already?
Yeah, it was okay.
Okay? Okay. Let's get to know we can turn it down like that. Have you seen those new mics from, not Hasselblad, Hollyland mics?
The circle ones?
I don't know if they're circle or not, but you can connect 4 to one receiver. And they come with wireless in-ear monitors.
Oi.
So you can plug the camera headphone out into the output for the audio out for this thing,
Huh.
and then it will feed you wirelessly into your ear. It's like a little over ear. You have two of them. So that like, because usually sometimes you walk around with headphones that are connected to
Yeah, yeah.
the hot shoe mount,
Yep.
right? So this way it can be like totally wireless.
Oh.
And you can connect 4 to one receiver.
And it's not late.
Yeah, apparently it's because I was just watching a guy do a review who was unsponsored as well. And he's like, these are the sweetest things. Because that's the only thing. You'd think it'd be late, huh?
Yeah,
Like delayed?
yeah, it's the circle one.
Okay, yeah? Okay.
I've seen a lot of people using it. I thought it was a knockoff one, but it's good. I've seen they put it on their pets.
Really?
Yeah, like ASMR.
Oh, that's funny. And then they let them go.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hollyland. Anyways, you guys are not
Hollyland.
interested in...
Somebody saying, Eric Amberson, can you give me info about rental car insurance? Can you break down what does the rental insurance covers?
Yeah, so like with RMI, the... Did they... Let me see if I can actually find one. That's a good question. Who is this? Eric? Let me see if I can find... No, actually, I signed it on paper, actually. So they actually have a document that you sign that has all of their insurances on it. So you don't require any additional insurance. As long as you have your driver's license, they're covered. And I think if something happens to the vehicle, like there's a line in there that you have to pay like $500 or $1,000 deductible, like as the renter to RMI, and then their insurance takes care of the rest because they would have the right renter's insurance for their own vehicles. So in Fiji, I'm not aware of any. So it's very normal in overseas to have to add renter's insurance to the vehicle. So you rent a vehicle for $300 a day, and then you have an option to put like 50 or 40, 50, 60 or $100 of insurance on it. And so it's always like the catch-22, like, do I put insurance on this or do I not? Because I only am driving this far. It's just, because like last time I was in Canada 2 times ago, I rented a car and I was just doing a 3-hour trip, Edmonton down to Calgary. I'm like, I don't really need insurance for this trip. Like, it's an extra $40 Canadian that I don't really need to spend. And I was like, you know what? This would be the one time something happens, is when I didn't get the insurance. So I'll just get the insurance. And then, of course, nothing happens, which is good. But if you don't get it, then you're on the hook for it. So it also depends overseas, because if you book, like, depending on what credit card you have, like if you have a good traveler's credit card, like when you book airplane tickets, like it automatically comes with your travel insurance. Or if you rent rental cars off of your credit card, it will come with like a renter's insurance, so you don't have to pay extra for these things. So, but our credit card doesn't cover that stuff. So, you're good in Fiji. Good question, though. To my knowledge, every company that I've worked with, and I've rented from a few, not all, but also I don't usually rent from the big guys, like the Avises, the Budgets, the Central rental cars, the Coastal. Huh?
The price.
Price, yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I have coordinated a booking for a new Land Cruiser 300, so the SUV, and a new Prado, for 5 days, and it was 13 grand.
Jeez.
Yeah. Through Central. So I think they're 500 a day. Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, these people are not on our level, right? You know. You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you want a brand new Land Cruiser, you're gonna pay, right? Like there's a big difference like between $100 a day or $80 a day for like a hybrid or like a beat up fielder, than stepping up to like, you know, a Land Cruiser 300 ZX, you know, fully packed out, trimmed out. So
Okay. So, which month?
Los Semanda.
See. Hello.
Yeah.
Okay, my turn
Yes.
now. Yeah.
So we got this. I'll show you
Basketball.
guys over here. You guys want to see the background of our beautiful set? There is a up there. You guys see that thing swinging up there? There is a wind chimes. That's what they're called. Wind chimes. Long time since I tried to use that word. And so those wind chimes are still catching us by surprise. I went and you guys won't believe this, but I found an entire building, 2-bedroom with an outdoor living quarters. And so it's basically just like picture a 20-foot container size, like split in half. So it's kind of just like a big rectangle, and it was actually all one room, but I'm going to divide it in two. So it's basically, the room was the size of a 20-foot container, and then a huge outdoor living area, outdoor kitchen, outdoor like living room and stuff. And it was a staff quarters that a company was selling down in Sabu, and I picked up the whole thing for $800. So that was like a deal of a lifetime, I thought. And so, but the deal was we had to go and disassemble it and then transport it. So by the time I paid for the building, this is the roof and all the wood, this is everything. So by the time I paid for the roof, or for the building, the labor, and the transport, is pushing $2,000 probably, because it was down in Sabu. But still, $2,000 for a house, more or less, is pretty good money, I'd say. So it's gonna be a pretty sick place too. Like the vibe is gonna be great in there. Oh, so this.
Any other cloth? Only this one, huh?
Yeah. Why? It stinks.
No.
It's just brutal.
It's
Broken.
Kabashu.
No. Just mix the grog in the water then.
Ew.
Pure. Really?
Yeah.
Somebody broke it.
No. The threads on the corner is coming out.
And it's
So-
a holes?
So like, you need to patch it again. You can see
Okay.
through.
I hate that cloth anyways.
Yeah.
It's a stupid cloth.
Hard to mix, eh?
Yeah, exactly. So Tongan coach disappointed over
Filter
Bidesi.
Bati mungo.
Bidesi training ground, right?
Filter with your teeth.
Oh,
Nice drink.
oh, gross. You just, when you spit after you take a bowl, then that's how you get rid of the kosa.
Yeah.
Tongan Mataliki coach Kilifi Ueli openly shared his disappointment regarding the Bidesi Park allocated to his team for the OFC Women's Nations Cup training. That was raised during yesterday's press conference at a Fiji football headquarters in Rotuman, where coaches and captains from Fiji, Solomon Islands, and Vanuatu were present. Willie says that he was dissatisfied with the condition of the field designated on Wednesday, July 2nd for the final preparations. So is Bidesi, is that in Nosori?
Wait, good question.
Bidesi,
I think it's in Juba. Not sure.
Bidesi Park.
I don't know. I think no sure. I don't know.
Close to USP.
Close to USB.
No.
Maybe the ground outside of the stadium.
Maybe, eh?
Mm.
Oh, really? Come on, man. On Grantham Road and Ratumara Road. That's close to the CJ's Shop and Save, Nambua. Oh. Close to Interesting. Anyways, so the Tongan women's team, huh?
What was the complaint about the ground? It's too hard.
Is that what we said?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe wet.
The Tongan team was initially assigned Buckhurst Park, but it was forced to train behind Bidesi Park, where the conditions were reportedly poor. He explained upon receiving a call from the coach about the unsatisfactory ground conditions. Yeah, I mean, that's just classic, right? That the women's team would have to train on some crap grounds like that. Like, why can't they train on Albert Park?
Yeah.
Like, why can't they train? Like, there's so many
Like when you
different
invite
rugby fields.
internationals, like other from other countries to come.
Yeah, like
play
they're
in your
representing
place,
their
you should
country.
Give like a
Even me and you don't know where Bidesi Park is.
like hospitality, like good ground, hotels and all.
I know, it's like a bad representation of how we treat women almost.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like, Tongan men's team won't train there.
Oh yeah. And the management all comes down to them.
That's ridiculous, man. It seems disrespectful, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it. And you have to live with that. You gotta sleep with yourself at night, Fiji rugby. Try doing that.
Hey, we didn't talk about that last week.
What?
On Monday. Those games, the sevens players, they were suspended. The how many guys?
Our team?
Yeah, sevens.
Fiji Sevens?
Yeah, they. I forgot who they. Because they are police officers.
Okay.
And then their leave wasn't approved from work.
Okay.
And then therefore just took them. I think they put in the letter notice late.
Okay.
And just before it was approved, they took the teams. The
Oh.
boys. And now they're suspended.
From the police?
Police.
So, like, I get it. Like, if I had, like, if we had, like, a job with say Waka Media or something like that, and like somebody's like, hey, we're going on this legendary fishing trip, all expenses covered. It would be like, well, I'm sorry, I can't. Like, I have work, like it's just not an option. So I don't know if it's FRU's fault as much as it is, but maybe FRU is required to have letters of leave. Maybe they must be, hey?
Yeah. It was late.
It just feels like it'd be something that like you have to, you talk to your employer. If you lose your job, like, I just need you on the team. So like, if you're gonna put your job at risk, like, that's up to you. But like, you're selected for the team, so like, are you coming or you're not coming? Like, that's what I would say to you, right? Like, if we're going on a fishing trip, it'd be like, okay, like, I understand you want a job, and it's not gonna pay the bills, so you're not gonna be. But like, this is the Fiji Sevens team. Like, what man in their right mind who's had this as like a dream is like, no, I guess I can't play on the Fiji Sevens team. I have to go and do traffic control in Nambour next week. So I guess I'll just miss the Dubai Sevens. Oh wow, like, that's not happening, Like, duh. I'm like, peace. See you later. Like, there's things where like you don't obviously miss work for because it's not a big deal, but then these guys have dreamed of this their whole life.
Yeah.
And so you go and you lose your job, and that's okay with you, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. As long as like their conscience is like, yeah, I want to do this. I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
So, okay.
I mean, it's every employer's. As an employer, like, when an employee asks for leave, like, if you can or can't, then you say yes or no, approve or not approve, but your employee still has the right to go or not go and then lose their job or keep their job, right? I mean, that's that's how the world works. So if it's a good enough opportunity and you just can't make it work, like, just can't make it work. But then your employee gets to make the decision of like if they're gonna keep working for you. So yeah.
After this drinking cocktail, we'll throw this clothes away.
Is there lots of
Huh? No,
just
no.
take it from the top to me. No, you take the
I'll
bottom,
take
I'll
it
take the other.
from the bottom, Sarangai. Drink the bottom.
So my mom and dad are off to Addis Ababa, and then they're
Where's
going
that?
to Lilongwe. Addis Ababa, capital of Ethiopia. Yeah.
Oh, that's where the big waterfall is?
No, I don't think so. Maybe there's a waterfall there.
Field trip.
Yeah, they're going to. So my mom and dad used to serve as missionaries in Malawi, and so their mom's about to retire, and then they're going to move here in November. So they're doing their round the world tour.
That's what they're doing now.
Yeah, not around the world. They're going to Malawi. So my parents' version of holiday is going to see
Visiting.
past ministries that they've been a part of, which is like that's been their life, right? So this is what they choose to do, which is pretty cool. And so they served in Malawi for 3 or 4 years, and so now they're going back to see the church that they helped plant and actually, what's really cool, and I hope Pastor Peace isn't watching this. Can you imagine? Now he knows.
Bola.
Bula, everybody, Bula, Pastor Peace. Bula to my Yada in Malawi. Pastor Peace named his son after me, actually, which is like really random. So I have a Yada in the middle of Africa, which is kind of cool. And so yeah, so they're going there, and they're not telling Pastor Peace, which is the pastor that Dad trained up, and then trained him to be the lead pastor of this church. And so he's been doing a great job over the past 3 or 4 years. And so that since Mom and Dad have been there,
Bola.
Bula after your basketball. And so Dad said, he's like, should we tell him? I said, no, don't tell him, and like take a video of like you surprising him, because like he messages Mom and Dad like multiple times a week. They're in touch all the time, and so his mind is going to be absolutely blown. Hey,
Willie!
I almost got him. I did that the other night. We were sitting here, and I got up and smoked my face on that thing, and everybody started laughing at me. I felt really self-conscious. But yeah, this guys, there's nothing better than a good surprise. Like, and I'm not talking about scaring somebody. I'm talking about like just genuinely making somebody's day. And the last time that I saw that done was when Mom and Dad came here. My mom and Dad came to the village last year in February, and I coordinated it all, and Nana didn't know that Dad was coming, and so Dad walks into the house and like goes into her room and it's like, Nai, Bula, and then she's like, she starts crying. I'm like, oh my gosh, it is such a cool. I don't know. There's just like, that's why me and Stephanie opted for the surprise, not finding out what gender either of our kids were before they were born, because it was like, I don't know. Trust me, I understand why people find out, the gender of their kids. Helps you to prepare. You can get, stuff in order, what color to paint the room and what kind of, dresses, pink or blue, or pants or dresses, or what it's going to be. But I'm like, my thought was just, there's just so few real surprises left in life. And I don't know, it just feels like all of life is preparing for the next thing. And there's something beautiful in the unknown about like the moment when your wife is screaming in agony, and then you as a dad are like, it's a boy, and she's like, and so I take great joy in that moment. Actually, I have a selfie on my phone, which I could show you guys, of me, like, Stephanie, like, 2 seconds after she gave birth, and I was just like, she's in the back, and I'm like, And she's like, honestly, I don't
Yeah,
even.
don't show that.
Honestly, I don't even think she had passed the placenta. Yeah, which is insane of me to do, and probably
What the fuck
totally
you doing?
disrespectful, huh? She, yeah, she always shakes her head. And actually, it's a pretty infamous story about like what not to do as a man and as a new father. So what I did was Stephanie had like it was almost 20 hours of labor with a leaky, and so and really intense, obviously, as most labors are. I mean, there's some women that are like, oh, it was so beautiful, just like yeah, it was just he just slid out. It's like slid out, like what are we talking about here? Like a you know tarp with soap on it and you just sliding out, or but actually, I'll be honest. I never heard a woman say that. You know, he just slid out. But uh, in other news, she was going through this crazy uh, contractions. I would say convulsions, contractions, and she just was not dilating. And so they said, okay, we have to give you an epidural so your body relaxes. I believe is why they do that. So that So they gave her fentanyl, which fentanyl is like a known drug that's like it's one of the worst drugs in Canada and has been for the last like decade probably. And it's the one that's causing the huge crisis. So people are overdosing on fentanyl all the time. And it is the same fentanyl just given in a different dosage, obviously. And so the fentanyl is given to increase the regularity of the contractions, and then she had an epidural or to relax her. So it's like this wild thing that they do with the drugs. And so the epidural is that huge freaking spike of a needle that they put right into your spine and they inject it right into your spinal cord. And so she's like literally like having contractions, holding my hand, and then the anesthesiologist, dude, yes, I did it. I said the word. Anesthesiologist walks in and they get paid like however many $100. Like I think an anesthesiologist in Canada makes like a few $100s an hour or something like this. And so he opens up the back of Stephanie's like gown and I'm holding hands. He's like, okay, we're going to do this and it's going to take about 15 seconds and you cannot move. If you move, you might not walk for the rest of your life because there's a needle into your spinal cord. And so like, okay, like try staying still while you're having contractions. And so she's like freaking out, like squeezing my hand so hard because she's having a contraction while he got this needle in her spine. And then the thing works. The what do I call it again? The spinal injection. Not EpiPen. Anyways, and she falls asleep like within like a few minutes. Epidural. And so she's asleep, and like this could be a few hours, and I'm like, well, Daddy needs a workout, and I need a fresh haircut. Like obviously, like baby pictures are coming up. I need that good selfie. When my wife gives birth. So John makes a great decision to leave the hospital and go to the beach and do a good old HIIT workout on the beach, and proceed to swim and just enjoy the sunrise because at this time it's like 5 a.m. So enjoy the sunrise, hang out, and then wait for the barbershop to open. Barbershop opens. I go get a fresh fade, really really nice haircut from Okanagan barber, and not as good as Paul's fade though, I will say. And then I show up at the hospital, and then my mother-in-law calls me and she's like, "Where are you?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm just getting back from the barbershop." She's like, "You got to get here like right now. Like the baby's about to come." And I'm like, "Oh shoot, I'm on my way." Make it in there within like 5 minutes of me coming in the door. Iliki's born. So that is a classic story now inside of my in-law side of the family about how John decided to go get a haircut right before his first son was born. Dude, I
You have to look
almost...
fresh.
Huh?
To look fresh.
Dude, I
Yeah.
look so fresh in those pictures. Like, yeah, actually, I'll pull them off for you guys, and you guys tell me, was it worth it or was it not worth it, right? Like, my in-laws, they haven't, they have ideas, but like, Daddy looked good, Yeah, look at me right here. This little pink baby Aliki, See that?
That's a fresh fade.
Huh? Yeah, that's the thing. Well, I
Oh.
wasn't doing fades at that time, actually.
Oh.
I was, yeah,
What haircut is that? Side cut?
side cut with long in the back.
Oh, yeah, like a, what do you call it? Mallet?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. E. Somebody's somebody's getting a good lesson in the background over here.
Bola sentimental. Somebody is asking, what's the crop or vegetable you guys planting that has high demand in the market right now?
So I'm not really focused on the market right now because we're just planting cassava and to create our own market. And so to do that though, you need to have a lot of cassava. And so it just seems to be the thing that I've been consistently asked for over the years, and also seems to be the thing that I can one day do at mass and start our own production facility. So where we could have flour being made and cassava starch, and so that is the only thing that I will be focusing on. And it's not because other crops aren't good. Like if you live in the Singatoka Valley, then plant vegetables. But like I've tried a myriad of different crops here, and all of my lease is ex-sugarcane lease, so it's all kind of burned up. Yeah, it's been sitting idle for 15, 20 years, but it's just all red clay soil, matuata. So just not really suitable for a lot without a crazy amount of inputs or soil knowledge or soil regeneration knowledge that I don't have. So that's why we're focusing on cassava, because you just stick in the ground and the stuff grows. But the downside with that is that like all your eggs are in one basket, and it takes a while to grow a crop. So I have 100 acres that I want to plant out, and then we'd be able to create some supply, not enough supply to meet the demands that I am currently aware of. But the thing is, like, if I can set up a flour processing facility or a starch processing facility, that would be a great thing to create in Seganga because it's kind of central on the island, and then other people would sell to us. Because the thing about agro marketing is like, yeah, they buy sometimes, but when they buy, they grade really hard, and sometimes you go down there, and then they reject a lot, obviously, because it's for eating, and they don't pick it up in Seganga. They don't service Maduwata, so everybody in Maduwata has to take the cassava all the way to Sabsabu, and so you're getting whatever it is right now, $1 kg or something like that, but that's not for all of the cassava that you would pull. So I want to come up with an option where we don't have to grade the cassava, and so that option would probably be flour. And yeah, so just you can't plant 100 acres of cassava just like that. You need planting stock or planting material. So really what we're doing right now is we're just growing, I think we're at 7 acres of cassava just so that we can plant more of it, more or less. Yeah. So not the best suggestion for all farmers, but for the land that we deal with and my skill set and our team's skill set, cassava is probably the best. If not, I can plant Saluka and make $5 a year.
Yeah. This from TV.
Yes.
I'm just curious to know, why does all the comments disappear after the live?
Oh.
This is on YouTube.
Oh, really? Is that how it goes? I don't know. We don't delete them, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's not like the normal like YouTube, like, where
Oh.
comments.
It
It's
doesn't even show them on the side if you rewatch it,
no. There's a button there that's like live chat when it's
and then
done.
it'll show you the comments.
Yeah,
But
when you
those
click,
comments don't show up as comments,
no, it show
right?
up on the time that they comment.
Right. So as you watch the
Live.
video,
Yeah.
like you commented on this, so in the video when you go back and watch it, it
Yeah.
would be in the live chat on the right side.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
and like on the time when you commented.
There you go. Tui had the answer for that. So
This
just how they work.
is from Mudlia.
Oh yeah, questions. Yay.
Bula from Victoria, Canada.
Bula.
Happy belated Canada Day. Well,
Yes, indeed.
I'm Rotuman, Fiji born, Canadian.
Wow.
Do you know how many Rotumans in Fiji? Do you know many Rotumans in Fiji?
No. I know a few, but just like a handful. I used to be close with a number of Rotuman guys when I used to attend Bethany Methodist Church in Nandi. It was because it's an Indian Circuit Methodist Church. There was a mix of Fijians and Indians and lots of Rotumans as well. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's the same with us. We had it's hard to pronounce it. Va'afo'o, and Fatiakis. Some of them.
Fatakis.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Some of them went to church together.
Solomon? Solomon? No, Solomon.
His name is Sipili. Sipili Molia. Is today Canada Day?
No, July 1st.
So, Monday?
Was, yeah.
Tuesday?
It was Tuesday this year, actually. Yeah. Yeah.
Like, what do you guys celebrate? Like, what's the Canada Day for?
That's a good question. Just.
Like, you go independence or what? What is
Well, I would
Canada Day?
assume it's independence.
From
Britain.
Oi.
Yeah. Yeah. I've always just assumed that it was our Independence Day.
Canadian Confederation.
Right. So I assume that's actually what every like national day is for like all Commonwealth countries.
Crazy, eh? We get to celebrate the days, eh?
Well, because it's like really it's the day that you became your own self, right?
Right.
And that's what's really cool about, like there's a lot of things to hate on about Western culture and stuff, but what's cool is that like
Okay, I'll read this out.
yeah.
Canada Day is the National Day of Canada, federal statutory holiday. It celebrates the anniversary of Canadian Confederation, which occurred in July 1st, 1867, and the three separate colonies of the United Canadas, Ontario, Quebec, and Nova Scotia, and New Brunswick were united into a single dominion within the British Empire called Canada.
Interesting. There you go.
So originally called Dominion Day.
Oh, really? Oh, look at that. And now you know.
Sandin.
Yes. But Rotuman, Fijian, Canadian.
Yeah.
Actually, I spent a week out in the bush with a part Rotuman guy, actually.
Oi,
I like Rotuman people. Pretty, with the guys from Kahuto in Bua. With a surveying company. Yeah. So, yeah, I really got along. My best friends growing up were Rotuman from the church, and youth group together and everything. So, yeah. I didn't really find... I didn't find like a culture clash of any sort really with with Rotuman people, but we were all kind of like urban kids, I guess.
Yeah.
Like I haven't been to Rotuma and experienced the traditional life out there, but I would love if we could do a trip out there one day.
Oh.
That would be sick. Like go out there for a week. And like
I ask my auntie, my mom's sister.
yeah.
She's married to Rotuman. Yeah, my uncle. I can ask
Really?
my uncle, my auntie to ask.
That'd be
uncle
cool.
To, like,
Because that'd be
they
sweet
have
if we could
family
all
there.
fly out there.
And
The whole
go
crew?
out there. It's a nice place.
Because there's no hotels there. But I wouldn't want to go and stay in a hotel anyways.
Spear fishing there.
Dude,
Woo, clear.
I have to save up some
seawater.
money.
Clear seawater.
Yeah, maybe do it though. Because I actually would really like to take the kids and out there.
Yeah, I'll ask her.
We found it'd be good content out there. Eh?
Boo.
Dude, like Rotuman to me is like this place that's like waiting to be explored. Like, I don't know, maybe we could make some. Maybe people have made lots of content. And I'm just not aware of it. I don't know. By the way, guys, vlog goes live in 9 minutes. 9 minutes. So we'll be done here before the vlog goes live. There's a premiere set up, so you guys can go and watch the vlog. We're trialing a premiere tonight. So.
Andre Senefili, much love from American Samoa.
Oh.
Yeah.
Bula. Much love to you.
Gem. Should do a lot of spearfishing vlogs. Really enjoyed watching them spearfishing vids.
Yeah, okay, so we're going to be doing one this weekend. Me and Kroy and Gase are going to be going out for just the boys' trip. And so we're just going to go out and just be hooligans down on the coast. So we're going to be camping overnight on the beach somewhere. We got a boat rental, and my South African friend might be coming along, Liam. And so it's just going to be hanging out. But that's going to be a fishing, camping vlog. So that'll be coming out. Kroy shot a vlog with Ngase this week on the farm. I gave him the GoPro. And so he just took the GoPro and made a vlog. We planted some eggplant in the back here behind the house, so they just started producing. And so they got the eggplant, coconut, tabu, the cassava, and lolo with tin fish. And so they made their lunch out on the farm. So he took the GoPro to the farm, and then they made their...
Oh, they made it.
Tabu the eggplant too.
Oh,
Tabu tin fish.
choka.
Yeah.
Oh, moli roquete.
Moli roquete.
Ah,
So it's all on the... I'll have to give you the GoPro with the SD card. So we're having runway problems again in Lambasa, eh?
Yeah.
Deputy Prime Minister Manoa Kamikamica has confirmed that runway problems in Lambasa are still affecting flights, forcing airlines to reduce passenger numbers. That's got to be freaking brutal if you're Fiji Airways or Fiji Link. Like, you're already not making a lot of profit off these local flights anyways, and then you have to run the plane and spend pretty much the same amount of fuel for a half flight because of the runways. So, like, I know the lady who's in charge of Fiji airports, but this is a frustrating one to hear, and obviously we don't know the whole story, but it's frustrating to hear that like we're spending millions on an airport upgrade that in my opinion didn't really need to be done to the level that it's being done. I feel like we could have just made some adjustments to what we had, and if that was not an option, I wish they would have made it public. Like if there was actually a problem with the building, then I wish they would have made that public. I honestly think with like $100,000 of investment, like they could have just got the windows, that place closed in, and just put some air conditioning in it with some new seats, and we would have been set and good to go. Call it $150,000. New seats, air conditioning, sealed windows. Like I was fine with the old terminal. Like this new temporary thing is brutal, like compared to what we had. And anyways, so it's frustrating to hear that like planes can't land properly on the runways, but we're upgrading the airports. So it's like, it's like you're, a fish eating your own tail. It's like, well, why are we doing this? Like, shouldn't we be doing the other thing, which is like fixing the runway so that we can just, like, the whole point is that planes can land here, right? Because like, put a building up, but if planes can't land, then that defeats the purpose. So Interesting though, businessman Bobby Khan says ATR 72 is Bobby Khan. That's Fuzzy's uncle. Bobby, not tua?
Oh, yeah.
ATR 72 planes were no longer able to fly at full capacity. The ATR 72 never ever comes in at full load, he said. They have cut the passengers from 72 to 40. Only 40 passengers are landing. This has led to people missing their planes and having to pay hundreds of dollars for other flights. Less than a year ago, the Fiji Times reported that runway upgrade works were underway in Lambasa as part of a World Bank-funded $10 million project for 5 outer island airports. And I heard from my friend in Cebu Cebu that they spent $3 million on the fence at the Lambasa airport. This is unconfirmed, but this is a very good source. Apparently they put a new fence around the whole Lambasa airport.
Like
$3 million.
Like the airstrip
Yeah.
one or like outside?
Outside, like the one that you see along the airstrip.
Yeah, where we
Yeah.
stand in
Yeah.
the other side.
Yeah.
3 million?
Apparently. Unconfirmed, but a good source.
What kind of fence?
I don't know. Maybe made out of gold and it electrocutes you.
Electrocution kind
And maybe when you get electrocuted and die, it's guaranteed to send you to heaven. Not hell. I don't know. Who knows?
Bola beta, come and have a bowl.
Beta. So what do we do now? Because I thought that I delayed this enough because I thought we were going to start the live at 5. But now this premiere... Can I change the premiere?
No.
You cannot change the
I
premiere?
don't know about that. Maybe you can check man.
Oh shoot, because it's going to start in 1 minute.
Si Pili, Pinaka boys love to sit down and grog sometime either in Canada or Fiji. Do it. Go to Rotuman. Watch out for the Rotuman grog. Beautiful beaches, people, and lifestyle. Yeah. That's the goal now. I guess next trip to Rotuma.
That would be sick. I would love to do that. Ooh, I'm gonna schedule this for 7.
Okay.
Done. Save. Did I do it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, let me check if it goes up.
No, I think it's live.
Not check.
Because it's already. I said it. The premiere's already started.
Oh, okay.
Shoot.
Okay, sit.
What?
Yeah, leave it.
Can't so stop the live?
No.
Keep going.
Yeah. I guess you want to stop it. There's 500 people on the live right now.
No, let's just leave it. You guys can go watch it after. It'll still be live. I was just thinking about it because it's not like the premiere. Like the video goes live after it premieres. So, talking about fish eating its own tail. That's what we're doing right now.
Oh, it's not up yet.
No, but the countdown is on.
Oh, yeah. Is it? Over there for you. Oh, it premiere in 60 seconds.
Really? Okay, so I'm live. I can see that.
Premiere will begin shortly. You know, like with these premieres, I don't know how they do it. But
What?
Like there's a countdown. Like 10.
Yeah, I set a countdown on it.
No, but like when people are waiting, like people get to see it.
Yeah, but it's not happening. I did set a countdown.
Oh, yeah?
You can choose it. What your countdown looks like.
Oh, yeah,
It's just not going. It's not working.
I'm not seeing anything.
Yeah, no, this is so dumb. Premiere will begin shortly, but then it's going to give a 2-minute countdown. So maybe it starts at because I set the premiere for 6:30.
When
So
6:30 and then it's.
Is it going to start? Maybe we'll see. Do you see my thumbnail?
Kachara. Is that a dinosaur head?
Oh yeah, they're inside the dinosaur head.
Bro, and whose car is that?
Just some guy in the parking lot. We saw the vehicle. It's
That's
so
the old
sick.
one.
It's
It's
the
a
old Chevy
modified
Blazer.
basketball.
I know, dude.
Kind of like.
I saw that thing, and then it was at the car show the next few days later after that.
No, those are kind of like movie.
Oh yeah,
to
now
the
it's starting.
beach.
See?
Oh, it's not
You see
starting
it?
with me. Yeah, no. Oh, there. Yeah, so get started. Alright. We wait.
So guys, as you're watching this live, go watch the premiere of our new vlog. No, we're gonna keep it going. Screw the premiere. Don't go watch the vlog. It's a dumb vlog anyways.
This is a fun vlog, man. This is a fun vlog. I can't wait to see the comments. Just right from the top.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, right.
Thank you, Lucky. Thank you, Shelva.
You know what? I changed the Canadian flag, the green leaf, so it looks kind of like another kind of leaf, just to maybe get a few more clicks. That's why I was asking you, what do you think about the thumbnail? Does it give you that vibe?
I didn't even catch the little leaf.
No, but did you see the thumbnail?
Yeah, I saw the thumbnail.
Does it make you think of like a weed leaf or no? When you see it?
No.
No?
No.
Okay. Well, whatever. I guess Thanks for crushing my hopes and dreams.
Oh, sorry.
It's all good. It's all good.
Sorry, man.
That's all good. I didn't care anyways, so... Yeah. I was thinking like... No? Because it's a maple leaf, obviously.
The one in Canada in the green?
Yeah.
Oh, you changed it to green?
Yeah, because usually it's red, right?
Right, red, yeah. Oh, yeah, cool.
I thought maybe people are like, what, kids? Marijuana?
Oh, I get it now.
This if you're scrolling, you're like, huh? Scroll back up. Oh, okay.
No, I didn't, because I just saw the maple leaf. Yeah.
Yeah.
But people,
okay.
maybe people
maybe
don't.
If you're sick like me. I'm a terrible person. Anything for the views.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun vlog, man. I really love
That's the intro.
the kids. Yeah, watch this vlog, guys. If you're watching, watch this vlog. Just watch when Eliki and Sheva starts talking in their dialect and
oh my gosh,
starts talking in Finglish.
Oh yeah, Finglish, eh?
Yeah.
Finglish, yeah. They go hard in the Finglish on this one.
I'm glad that they still talk like that when they're around you.
Oh yeah. Even when I've been,
they get to switch when they're like with other kids.
Yeah, that's the thing.
But like when they're doing their vlog, it's like they're back here at home.
I know.
I bet they miss home, man.
Well, they've been having so much fun with their in-laws, like my in-laws, the grandma and grandpa. Like, if you guys actually, I'll give you guys a bonus.
Yeah, the fun grandparent.
Yeah,
That's what.
So they said.
Yeah.
Here we go. Oops, I'll show you guys some pictures of what they've been up to.
Are they still camping right now? No.
No.
Oh.
They just got back today,
They're
actually.
Like stoked about the camping.
Here, Sava.
Was that the camping one?
Yeah.
Oh, flip, no boy.
Leaky.
Wait, backflip.
2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, show off.
show off.
And the other
See
kids.
the girl standing up there?
Oi.
Yeah.
Boy, makan worry, boy.
Oh, and then he caught a snake. He's like, Dad, I just saw the snake crawling on the ground. I grabbed it. I'm like, oh yeah, that's great. Good idea, hey? Just grab snakes. See?
Oi. Okay. What kind of snake is that?
It's a garter snake.
Oh.
Yeah. But
Mother boys, I played rugby against your boy Perla. I'll be sure to watch the premiere and share it. Naka for all you do and how you represent your people and your faith. God bless. This
oh,
from
thanks, man.
Sipili.
Lisa.
How do you say Fayaxia?
What's that?
Thank you.
Fayaxia.
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 I hope I'm right.
In Rotuman?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fayaxia.
Yeah.
Much appreciated.
Say it.
Fayaxia. Right?
Yeah.
Fayaxia.
Yeah, Fayak.
Fayak.
Yeah, it's like apostrophe in the Fayaxia.
Okay, dude, your things are so loud.
Oh shoot.
I'm like, what the heck is going on here now?
One question.
Yeah, question. Keep the questions
Have
coming.
you ever felt like your journey wasn't progressing? How do you keep going when things feel stuck or slow? This is from Matthew.
Oh yeah, for sure. Life that's the whole journey is waiting. It feels like it often feels like it's not progressing. and only recently it has felt like it is progressing. And here's like the nature of that I've found of, I don't know where you are, but I'm always trying to look at people that are like one step ahead of me. Not because they're better than me. I'm not saying you should look at me like I'm better than you. I'm just saying like, if my words can help you in your journey, then take it for what it's worth. But because it's great to look at people who are like millionaires and billionaires, but like it's hard to relate, and it's hard to like get next steps from a lot of those people unless you're like unless you're a specimen, like some of these, like an Alex Hormozy or something. But what I found is like there's the exciting stage of life when you're young and you get the job, okay, and then it gets mundane usually, and then you start dreaming about something, and usually that is because you have like some sort of insufferable boss of some sort. That was my story, at least. And then you start dreaming, and you go through the stage of like, oh, that could be such a good idea, and then you realize it's not the best idea, but you kind of perfect it, then you decide to go after your dreams. If I'm talking to an entrepreneur or like a business person like that. And then things, especially in Fiji, will just stall, and they'll feel like they take forever. And then when things start happening, you have a whole another host of issues at that time. At least what me and Tui have discussed this week is like, okay, now things are moving, and then all of a sudden, like, you're like, oh, things are starting to move, and then it's like, oh, okay, we got hit with our first big setback. It's like, okay, no, we're going for another setback. And so it's like waiting, and then it's like exciting setback. So like the key is not like basing your emotions off of what you're hoping, because obviously we're all hoping that life is great, but like life is typically not great. Life is typically full of sickness, full of heartache, and full of frustration. And so if you can expect life to be, those things, and then everything that happens below and above is just what happens, then your stamina is not dependent on whatever happens in your life. It's like creating calculated dreams and measurable goals and actually going after them. And like when it sucks, it just sucks because it just sucks. And that's just the way life is. And when it's good because that's just the way life is sometimes. But yeah, because like we're in a point in life now where like, or in business, if you're like, it's like, okay, things are like starting to pick up, but then you're gonna have like a whole another host of problems. So just enjoy it, just, and it's cliche to say, but ever since I was young, like one thing that stood out to me, and this is not a new realization for me. This is from when I was in school. People were like, wait till you go to college. And then you go to college, wait till you get a real job, and then you get a real job, and wait till you get married, and then you get married, and wait till you have kids. And it's just like, there's always like this thing where like, society is like,
Never enough.
it's, yeah, never enough, and it's always like pushing us to like dream and to like think forward, which is good, which is what we need more of probably in Fiji. But then also like what my family members here are so good at that I'm not good at is just enjoying the moment. Because I have a feeling that 60-year-old me will look back at 33-year-old me tonight and be like, you should just enjoy that moment and just soak it in for everything that it is. Because me here at 60, looking back and talking to you at 33, like 27 years in the future, like I have some serious health issues. Your kids, went through some hard times or are still going through hard times. They're moved out of the house, and you and your wife are at odds with each other. It's a tough season. You took your biggest risk in business, and you put a bunch of money into a startup that flopped, and now you're upside down, and it's just like, I mean, problems don't get any less just because you get more successful. They just get more intense and more, they become worth more. And so I've had this feeling that like it's just important to enjoy now. And that's why I'm probably too dependent on the attitudes of those around me. Like when people, like say when Tui is like down or like in a funk, I'm like, frick, I'm like, all I want to do is just like enjoy this. And, or like if Steph's down, it's like, dang it, like, because this whole thing sucks if we're not having fun. And that's why I want to do things like this weekend. It's just like, screw it, let's go have some fun. Because like, yeah, these are the best moments of our life. And so, what was the question again?
Yeah. How do you keep going when things feel stuck or slow?
Oh yeah, I guess like just also like a lot of self-belief in that, like not in self, but just like, you know, like I believe that I have not created the desires of my heart, and so if I'm pursuing the Lord, speaking from a Christian point of view, like if I'm spending time with Him, which I try to do, and I don't do well all the time, but that's always my intention, that I'm not the one who put these desires in my heart. And so it's like, I'm not doing this for me. Like I'm doing it because apparently it's what He wants me to be doing. And until such a time where He calls me elsewhere, I'll just keep doing this thing. And you know, it's something that I heard many years ago from a good friend, and it's like one of my life mottos is like, it's not about what you do, it's about how you do it. And the way he said it was like, I don't think God cares as much about like what you're doing so much as how you do the thing. And yeah, like if you believe that like what you do is you're doing it because God put it on your heart, then like it's hard to go against that, because like there's no use not walking in God's will, because like it's not fulfilling, and it's just going to be a bunch of hurdles. But like along the way, like we've met some like amazing people, and we have a really amazing team around us of, I think, special individuals. And like, you know, just thinking about Dave and Tina and like all these people that we've met along the way that aren't part of the employment thing or of the Waka thing. But yeah, like I don't know, I wouldn't change it for the world. And like if you know, crap hits the fan, then like I can get a job somewhere else. Like maybe it won't be as great as what I'm doing right now, but that's okay. I just think I'm meant to give this thing a try, and yeah. But not just for the sake of business or money. Like that's why we gotta. That's why I love doing our morning devotions and stuff like that. And we take a long time to do our devotions in the morning too. Like it is not the way to run like a profitable business, but like we usually spend 45 minutes, you know, at least doing devotions as a team in the mornings, and but it's like the most fulfilling part of the day for me. It's like this is what it's all about. And so, you know, like you can send out multi-$1,000 invoices and get paid and see the money in the bank, but like it's just the money's always there and then it goes. Like I'm sure you guys are familiar with that. It doesn't matter how much money you get paid, there's always some way to spend it. And yeah, like today I felt like pretty sweet. I'm like, got $1,800 in my wallet, and then now I have 170. Oh yeah, gotta keep doing some more work.
Thank you for your feedback. I'm someone that is looking at quitting my 9 to 5 and go the entrepreneurial route.
Yeah,
I love your content and what you represent.
that's cool. Yeah, I would just say if you're gonna quit your 9 to 5, I think we had this discussion last week, and I've actually been having this discussion with some of our staff. And like I'm all for it if people want to pursue you know, you got to go out and pursue the thing that you think is calling your name, if it's something that God has put on your heart. But just you cannot quit the 9 to 5 if it's the thing that is putting food on your table. So just be careful about putting all of your eggs in one basket. And like I would recommend, like that's where we were talking this week, I think, to you, was about the side hustle stuff. Is that with you? Yeah, you were there in the coffee shop. And yeah, and we were just discussing, like it's just important just to at least just don't, not because of whatever reason, other than just like don't forget where your seed money comes from, because you just have to keep that money coming in. So like figure out how to do the thing you're doing just on the side, as long as there's no like conflict of interest with your current employer. Just see if you can somehow, get it started, get your first client, get your first few clients, and then just get that money kind of rolling in. Yeah. Or see like, so for me as a business owner or whatever, like I am really passionate about seeing people like flourish. And because like if everybody's achieving their dreams, we talked about this in our devotions yesterday, as a team, and it was like, if everybody is achieving their dreams, not just the owner, because I think we see that a lot in Fiji, where the owner just like gets everything they dream for and everybody's left in the same place. But like if everybody can be working towards their dreams, then that's like what's really fulfilling. And so if you can approach your boss or whatever, like if it is in the same field, and be like, look, like I feel like I'm built for more than this. Like how can, like I'm gonna go and start my own business. If that's okay with you, I'll do it as a side hustle. Or is there some way that we can collaborate? And what do you bring to the table that would, because like for me, if uh, if Roy wanted to start making content like consistently, then like I would give him a chunk of like the YouTube rev. Like if that would be something that he wanted to do, that didn't take away from his current job, and he was like, look, I want to make more money. I'd be like, okay, well, these are the ways you can make more money, like working with us. It's just like, right now the farm is not making money, so we're just doing what we can. But like if that's the thing, then like that comes with more work. But like maybe that's more fulfilling if you want to do something. But like there's a good chance like your employer might be interested in collaborating with you to bring, because like your passion for whatever you want to do might collaborate well with the passion for what you're already doing with your employer. And so yeah, I think it's fun when you can work together. And there might also be like a lot less risk if like you do something with them and they carry all the weight of expenses and everything, and then you just take like a cut for all the extra work you do, or something like that. I don't know what field you're in or whatever, but
Make the most of now. Make the most of now. Vodafone. Eyo. Slogan ni Vodafone.
like I often think about like us and Tui, and so like it's fun because Tui is obviously passionate about videography and photography, and it's a bit repetitive like what we do. And so if we can try to build up the Waka Media side of things, then he can go and pursue the artistic side of that side of the business more, and not just have to be doing the daily editing and posting, that kind of stuff all the time. But like there's ways to, and like I think we have a kind of a bit more of a creative agreement or whatever, right? And so it takes time to, I guess, to get to that point. But there are ways, like there's creative ways where you can come up with a deal with your employer maybe to make extra money, or how can you help their business. Yeah. Because one thing we discussed, I don't know, I'm ranting, but one thing we discussed was like, one thing that was common across, a lot of the guys at the table was like, we all wanted to build our homes. And so, and then a couple of guys had said like, oh, we'd like want to like, do like a bed and breakfast or like a homestay kind of thing. It's like, oh well, like what if we tried to like get everybody's home built like in their respective villages on their land, and then we like use the Waka Family platform to like do like a homestay, like promote all the homestays, and it could be like a, a platform to promote your side hustle through our audience. I don't know. It's just like there's cool ways to collaborate. I guess is all I'm saying. Yeah, great question though,
Yeah.
and it's hard to stay motivated all the time. But it's just got to be more than making money, getting that check.
Boleh aku DJ Gabby.
Oh, in the UK?
Yeah.
Bulare, bulare. We're working on pulling up the next thing here. Okay, Fiji Pine's new office and clean water project unveiled. So Fiji Pine has a new office in Ra. Oh, also, okay, before I move on, actually. So they opened a new office in Ra. This is a strategic move to boost development in the division and strengthen its ties with local communities. You know what? That is one, like, it's funny. Bua is, well, no.
Yeah.
Bua is like the most underdeveloped province in all of Fiji, right? Or, yeah, I guess it is underdeveloped, but like besides being underdeveloped, it's also like seems to be like the least looked at. Like it's the most forgotten. It's, which is hilarious because it's the gateway into this island for, what do you think, 90% at least? Yeah, probably 90% of the people that come to this island come through Bua.
Every other company's products and
The lucky 10% of us get to go through the airport, right? And then when money's less, then the 10% also go on the boat. But yeah, Ra is also one of those provinces, like you just don't hear much about it. And so, but I mean, obviously way more developed than Bua. At least they have hotels and they have a tourism industry out there and stuff, and sugarcane. And they have a lot more going for them than Bua does. Also just because they're in Vitilevu, it's natural. But this is exciting for them because I don't really hear of a lot of development up there.
in Ra.
Yeah, in Ra, or down there for us, but yeah. I think that's...
Bua, it's always been overlooked.
Yeah.
Like my trip yesterday, going around,
Yeah.
went to one school, Baravi district something. They haven't had water for a week now.
The school?
The school.
Are they still doing school?
Yeah.
So has
Like
anybody reported that?
The kids are like going down. There's a stream and they'll be like filling waters and like bringing water up.
So now they have these clean drinking water systems?
Like it comes in and it...
No, but you guys delivered. So now
Oh.
they can scoop lots of water so they can drink?
No, actually we didn't go there to deliver water.
No, but you guys took the filtration systems, right?
Yeah, not for that school.
Oh,
we
no,
were
huh?
just going to like get testimonials on like other things that they have given.
Whoa.
But, yeah, they've been not having water there.
So is that something Catalyst is going to look into doing? Fixing?
Yeah, they'll try, because they've
You have to give me a lowdown because I can talk to Liz.
Yeah, they've
directly
given
too.
like things to like the villages. Yeah. Like,
is there a road going there?
Yeah, it's on the main road. But like, we went there yesterday, and the head teacher said one of the teachers just resigned. Because she couldn't stay there.
Wow.
Because of the water problems and just how hard it is to live there.
Wow. The quarters is there and everything,
Yeah.
but no
yeah.
water.
We're just
What are you gonna do?
having hard.
Is it
time
close
with
to the
water.
ocean?
Yeah, the ocean is just like few 100 meters down.
Okay.
Like I don't know,
20 minutes.
a kilometer, 2 kilometer down. Yeah, but you can see it. Like the school is right on top, and you will see the sea down. Like
So what is the
Nandi,
stream
Nandi
drum?
Bay, Nandi Bay.
Has the stream dried up?
I didn't
Or-
really ask
Okay, yeah.
much about like
Interesting.
how they getting the
Hopefully
water, what's the
Ite
source
got
of water.
got all their info, eh?
But yeah, it's just like, we got there. It's like, yeah, we're understaffed right now. It's like, yeah, what's wrong? Well, like one of our teachers just resigned. She was asking for like a transfer, and she's like, if there won't be any transfer, I'm resigning. And
She's
I guess
resigned.
there wasn't any. She was told to wait, and she just resigned.
Well, you can't really expect people to.
But like what I'm trying to say is like, boy, down there, like, no, I don't know why boys been overlooked for that reason. And yeah, it's a whole different struggle going on.
Yeah, yeah.
The kids still come to school. I'm like, don't they like get water? I was like, yeah, water comes in and it just turns off sometime. I don't know, maybe the well's dried up or.
You should get a borehole out there then.
Yeah, I didn't really ask much about it because we were just there
Well,
to,
that's not what you were
to
there
get
for.
other testimonials for other things that
Right.
they've given. Yeah, but yeah, I've never seen it like with other. I guess it's everywhere. I think, but schools in Taiwan, they are really well looked after. Even Taiwan, I've seen it.
So, like, is
right
that
up
because
in-
of the, our chiefs?
I guess it all comes down to the chiefs or the politics. Yeah. Right now, the controversy is.
Is my mic on?
Huh?
Mic is on.
Yeah, your mic is on.
There's no green.
No, it's on.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a sign of low battery.
Oh, really?
It chews a lot when you put the
Does it?
thing on.
Like it's already dead. It was fully
Yeah,
charged.
Both full charge. Mine is still like this.
Yeah.
Yours is on red.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I can unplug it.
Yeah, unplug.
Boom. Check. Check it out. Yeah.
Yeah, the controversy is wanting to be on top right now. The way things are moving. Just what I'm seeing, trying to sabotage everybody.
Oh really?
I feel like this next election, if these two other provinces partner up,
Matotambua.
and work this gang. Yeah. It's just the people that behind it. People who the controversy, but from Bawe, the controversy Bawe, Susman Raikande. People, especially the people. It's always the people in overseas too, man. They're always trying to.
Hey, you've been spending time in the Parra?
No.
You've been spending time in the Parra, boy.
No. But like,
Okay, no.
but
Good, good.
I just saw these few articles up
Yeah.
today. I was like, oh, okay. Like some of the ministers are in trouble.
Oh.
But it's the work of those gang. Yeah, those gang from that side.
Yeah, I mean, lots of the people in the parliament are from the Controvi too.
Yeah. I'm trying
Even
to overpower
the
everybody
president,
now.
Prime Minister.
Yeah, that president. Don't know what he's doing, man.
I don't know what the president ever really does, to be honest with you. Well, I mean, I know kind of what his role is traditionally in the parliament, but yeah, he's a big house in a big grass, one big rara there to play games.
Di Losana. Just came back from first team coffee. Oh, thank you.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I was in there today, and thank you guys for supporting. I met a few people in there. It's special. So actually, beginning in August, we're going to be starting our monthly breakfast, the free breakfast for men and women in the community. So that'll be starting in August, and so we'll be making a little bit of content, not a little bit, a lot of content around that. So the whole intention is to just love on the community and not be super religious about it or anything like that, but like we'll pray before the meal, maybe share a little quick devo, but nobody's going to be preached at or anything like this, but it's just going to be a means to get people together and men together and women together, and so we can all have good deep conversation and kind of get to know each other a little more. So we'll hopefully be serving like 50 or 60 serves of breakfast, one, like say on August 1st for men and then August 15th for women. And so and I'm hoping, I've been in touch, had meetings with companies like Goodman Fielder who would be potentially be interested in sponsoring us to put on like before school breakfast programs, because we are right across from the school, and so I just thought that'd be a great marketing opportunity for them. And it's always been something that's been on my heart, and that would be totally not religious at all. That would just be kind of a program that I've seen in my school growing up. Was once a week, parents would volunteer and stuff like that, and come and serve a healthy breakfast to kids. And so I think that could be something that really takes off. And it wouldn't have to be anything extravagant. Maybe just some fruit and wheat bix and yogurt or something like that. Just like a healthy breakfast for the kids to come and pick up on their way to school. So we're hopefully going to be starting that as well at some point this year. But if you guys want to give Goodman Fielder a poke, we've talked to them already.
Bula Emily, Bula Rewa ka family.
Emily?
Yeah.
Oh, Bula. Bula.
Question from Eric. If
Eric.
someone wanted to buy a piece of freehold property in Sabsabu, Lambasa, what are the pros and cons for someone to buy and move there and build? And what does a piece of 1 acre land cost?
Oh, right. It totally depends. Like some Cebu can range drastically. Depends what side of town you're on. If you're on Custo Road, if you're on the road like the Hibiscus Highway going out towards Natuvu, or like out past the airport in Cebu. Depends if there's buildings or if you're just talking about a raw piece of land. Obviously, the freehold in Lambasa or down in Raquete is going to be way cheaper than Cebu, but you're also in a way less desirable place to live if you look at it from a Western perspective. I quite like not living in Cebu myself. Yeah, I mean, Cebu is home for a lot of people, so I don't want to badmouth it, but in the Kaibalangi space, at least in Cebu, it seems to be, there's just a lot of people there that have nothing better to do than to just hang out, and that usually ends up just being like gossipy and kind of toxic. And so I think it's gotten better over the years, or maybe it's me getting worse, but I just used to go there and it'd just be the same drunk guys every night in the bar, because me and Stephanie would go there to get away, and it'd be like, wow, you're here again and you're wasted again, eh? And then we go there like 6 weeks later, be like, you again? Here playing pool, wasted again. Okay. And we're not hanging out in dive bars or anything, not like going to the clubs. But yeah, every time we go to Sabsawa, we'd be like, okay, let's get out. It's time to get out. Let's get out. And so, but I could also be wrong about that. Like, I have a very good friend, Len Haynes from Sabu, and they're some of the best people in the world. And so, I guess maybe it just depends who you know. But I mean, you just cannot come to Fiji with just the mentality to just like hang out and kill time. It's got to be more than that. Or if you're gonna come here with something to do, make sure whoever you come with, you guys are aligned. Like if you're married, Eric, or whatever.
If you come in Fiji and retire, then
Yeah.
That's you, right?
Then that's you. Yeah.
Just
Um, it's just like Fiji's not like the most relaxing place to retire. I've just like from seeing people who are like retired in Savusavu, in their retirement they just want to be able to take it easy and like just have things go their way. Like I've worked my whole life, you know, like struggled my whole life. I just want to kick back and just like tinker around my house. And they're like, freaking Binon Patel will deliver my tiles. They said they'd have it here 3 weeks ago, and then they deliver the tiles. Like, these aren't the tiles I ordered. And it's like, dude, you're retired. You should be chilling, you know. And so that seems like a really specific situation.
yeah.
But yeah, like Fiji is still frustrating. So, like, if you're bringing in your Western ideals or expectations, yeah, it will be a frustrating place. So, if you're gonna come retire here, Eric, I don't know your age, but just come to take it easy because all of Fiji is taking it
Don't
easy.
have high expectations.
Yeah, and like, if you come here and what you've enjoyed is like island life and just the vibes and the smiles and like that comes at the cost you pay is that it just comes with the price of time.
Fiji time.
Yeah, and that's fine. You get used to it after a while, or you start a social media page and then you can pull strings somehow, if that's what you want to do too. So, like, I've just really lucked out because, you know, even though born here, fathers from here, don't speak Fijian though, but, you know, being in the village and being connected to my roots as well as I can be, I think. And say, for instance, like one time the lease wasn't going through, and so they're like, hey, we got to phone the Prime Minister. Well, my dad's first cousin is the Turanikoro. And so he had the number because he was at a meeting where the Prime Minister was there, and we called him. And then stuff started happening. And so, like, you also put yourself in situations where, like, you can be served too, right? Like you with your dad. You know, like, there's different, there's so many different sides to Fiji. But I find that a lot of people, like, say in Sabusabu, they'll go there and they'll just be totally isolated in their little, like, Kaivalangi bubble. And they think they know how Fiji should work. And maybe it's true, maybe it should work that way, but that's just not. I've talked to so many people, I'm like, yeah. Me and Stephanie will walk away and be like, man, but that's just not. All right, don't listen, but you're not going to get anywhere, kind of thing, you know? Yeah. What do you think of this grog?
Yeah? Where did you get this one?
Which one did you put in there? Two?
Both.
One is from Cherish, and one is from Takale.
Oh, I think this one is from Cherish.
Yep.
Yeah. Because it's packed a lot.
Bigger?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I know that this one is Takali because the way it packs is yeah, just
A bit light.
God damn it, man.
Pay hiccups for health workers.
Mm.
So if you hiccup, you get paid? Some community health workers have not been paid, according to Health Minister Dr. Antonio Lalambalabu. He said these workers were meant to receive a $200 monthly allowance if they were registered and handed in reports every month. Although he did not say how long these community health care workers have not been paid. They must be registered and submit their reports. If they don't, payments get delayed. Okay. He said community healthcare workers with bad internet connections must travel to submit their paperwork in person. We know they face connectivity issues, especially in remote areas. We sympathize with them. When it's brought to my attention, we follow it up as quickly as possible. He added the ministry was doing its best to fix the delays. So if you're getting paid to do a job, then you have to do the job before you get paid. That's just kind of how it works, no? easy to say for us, but if you're in like freaking middle of, you know, like if you go out to Yanuza Island and you're doing a health assessment out there, and there's bad weather, and the boat can't get you back to Tavyuni, but you were hoping to get paid. Yeah, that's, you know, there has to be some communication there with the Ministry of Health or something. But like I can see very easily how people might not get their reports in. Like if you're out in Sangani and then, or you know, Belngunu up in the Undu Point up there, you might have some connectivity issues. So it's easy for us to say with Starlink and all this stuff sitting here in our house, but different story. When you're out in the middle of nowhere. Yeah. Should we call it there? All right. Thank you guys for the questions. Thank you guys for joining. I will be out helping to coach our rugby team tomorrow, and then we're headed out into the outback for a couple days. So,
Where's the coach?
huh? Takale.
No, where? Oh, go.
Oh, the
He's going
old
somewhere.
coach?
No, Takala going somewhere tomorrow.
No, he'll be there, I think. But I'll be there to offer my insight. It's so funny because they'll look over at me and be like, John, I'll be like, yeah, you guys need to just stick to the basics.
Just do it.
You know, just do it. And believe in each other and always trust the man, you know, to your left, and always trust the man to your right. And let's not forget to play simple rugby. You know, you can just come up with something, right? You
Yeah.
just
And let's play some rugby.
you know, let's just watch the defense. You know, as they're sliding, let's just always be conscious of their sliding. Like,
Don't
oh yeah. Like, yeah, I'm so smart. Okay, thank you guys for joining. My name is Jonathan, and we'll catch you guys out here, not on Monday next week because we'll be out in the bush. But we may reschedule just for Tuesday afternoon or something, just to hang out. But we'll post a story, and we'll see you guys then. All right?
Yeah, don't
Sweet.
know.
All right.
Yo,
Peace.
more there.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you, Eric.